CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
Good evening. Hudson Mack is off tonight. The way you take your trash out is causing quite a stink at Victoria City Hall. The price of convenience may end up costing you more. Victoria City councillors have done an about-face on garbage collection. The city is now recommending option B, which means a garbage collection model with backyard pickup, but at a slightly higher cost. After the results of a mail-in survey, council endorsed option C, a cheaper option without backyard pickup. Council is scheduled to make a final decision tonight. The City of Victoria is looking for business owners to sign on the dotted line before allowing buskers to shut down a busy street. The city has told the society operating the Victoria International Buskers Festival that verbal approval from government street merchants is not good enough. The city says it wants to see a signature from each business before handing over a permit closing down the street for performers. The Victoria International Buskers Festival Society says it will recanvass for the signatures.
Feedback I've got is that they're very, very sensitive to any street closure in this on the street, and they want to be sure that they don't have a particular business out there that doesn't necessarily agree with the closure, that somehow suffers economic loss. There's always that concern they may take action against the city.
If the buskers get approval, the festival will run for 9 days, starting July 20th. If you saw a fight break out in Victoria's Old Town this afternoon, there's no need to worry. The politicians throwing punches were just actors.
It's people like you that have caused the problems we've had.
Our history is very, very interesting. It was a wild and woolly place, and I think a lot of people in Victoria don't understand that we really do have a frontier history here, and a very interesting history.
The altercation is being filmed for a documentary about the history of Craigdarroch Castle. This afternoon, they were reenacting a real fight that happened outside the Bank of BC in 1885, which is now the Bard and Banker pub.
We know generally that Robert Dunsmuir built the castle. Many people have heard of Armor de Cosmos as a flamboyant former premier and an editor of one of the local papers, but people don't know some of the particular stories, and this was a very colorful one.
Okay.
People often travel far afield and say, wow, they have wonderful cultures around the world. Well, we've got a pretty fantastic culture and history right here in Victoria, and we'd like people to know more about it.
The production team wraps up filming this week. The Craigdarroch Historical Society is expecting to host a public screening at the end of March. The NDP is using momentum from the Auditor General's report to launch a province-wide forestry tour. A select group of NDP MLAs will travel to mills and forestry-dependent communities across the province to talk to stakeholders about how we could be better managing the industry. The tour starts tonight, and then the NDP will use the information gathered to develop a forestry platform ahead of the next election.
Definitely, we're going to be working towards, the future planning of the NDP and ensuring that we have a package that reflects what communities believe in terms of our future forest planning. We know that there are real challenges.
The tour starts tonight and includes stops at mills in Chemainus, Nanaimo, and Port Alberni. A Canada Post employee has been arrested and charged with mail theft. Police say the mail was stolen from the post office in Cobble Hill. The woman was taken into custody at work on Tuesday. She's been suspended by Canada Post pending the outcome of the criminal charges. The recovered mail will be forwarded to the people it belongs to once the investigation is complete. A new neighborhood has joined Nanaimo RCMP's School Watch program. People who live near Woodbank Elementary and Cedar have formed a new School Watch group. Nanaimo RCMP say 17 people turned out for the group's first meeting. The idea is to encourage people who live near schools to keep an eye on them and report any suspicious activity to the RCMP right away.
They may have a vested interest, whereas their kids may attend, they may live in the area, or they may work there. So all we're asking is that they report suspicious activity in a timely manner. Sometimes there's a flow of communication to the school that may not involve the police, but there's other issues that may involve, so we share information with them once we receive it also. The idea is to reduce vandalism, keep everybody abreast of what's happening around the school, and keep the community safe.
The next School Watch meeting is set for Cinnabar Elementary Wednesday, February 22nd at 7 o'clock. A centennial celebration is underway on Vancouver Island, marking the hard work that has shaped our cities and towns. The Vancouver Island Construction Association turns 100 this year, and last night the industry gathered for a special reception at Government House. For the past 100 years, the association has served its members as they have served us, building our homes, schools, and hospitals.
The construction industry is really the fabric of the community, and if nothing gets built, nothing happens in a community. And an example of that is the infrastructure stimulus we saw at the post-2008 recession. Was the way to stimulate economic growth and prosperity was for the government to invest millions of dollars worth of infrastructure.
Probably some bottles of liquor there.
The association will hold a series of events throughout the year, including open houses, a legacy project, and a gala celebration.